Wow.
You know, I like that.
Yeah.
I'm here for that.
I knew you would. I knew you would like that. I knew you would like that part.
Listen.
Like, hey man, there's just so much. There's so much to just kind of like. There's so many threads from this game. You just kind of pull them apart.
Pick one.
There's
start
this
whichever one you want.
right here, and as you can see, plenty of time from the shot clock. He got that off well in time. They had a quick review after the game. Jason Tatum made that layup in plenty of time. They went in at the buzzer, win it by a point, go up 1-0 in this Eastern Conference first round series. That's going to be a lot of fun. Celtics, Nets, there are a lot of relationships in this series where this guy used to be here. You know, somebody used to be in Brooklyn. Somebody used to be in Boston. They played in the Olympics together. They went to college together. There's so many carryovers in this series. And I just think that after watching it yesterday, it's going to be one of the most fun first round series that we've seen in the last 5 or 10 years. I'm not exaggerating. So there's that. But then there's also what Kyrie said there. What happened with Kyrie? So Kyrie, I can't wait to see the find, Mike, because it wasn't just one bird. He actually put 3 birds up in the air. You know, 2 at a time. He had a 2, then he had 1. So a total of 3 birds during the game. He had the crying eyes, like, stop crying, y'all crying too much. That was during the game. Post game, he didn't take the, hey, you know, I let my emotions get the best of me. You know, these things happen. It was the heat of the moment. I apologize. No, he said, hey, and you do it to me again, I'm going to give you the same energy. So I'm actually, I'll leave you with this. I'm going to pass it to you. I'm going to do a Marcus Smart to Jason Tatum on this one. I think in the case of Kyrie versus the Celtics, nobody is really getting what they want. So Celtics fans, if you're trying to throw Kyrie Irving off his game, it's not working.
The opposite.
It's not working. It's not working. So they want to do something to affect the outcome. They're not affecting the outcome. They're affecting his work on the court, like right there. But it's not making a difference between winning and losing. And Kyrie, he's annoyed. He's annoyed, and he wants them to stop. He's not distracted, but he's annoyed, clearly, by Boston fans, and he has been for a couple of years. So they will continue to annoy him. They're not going to stop. He's going to continue to play his game. Boston fans will continue to cheer him, to boo him, and hope that he misses a free throw or misses a big shot because of their comments. That's not going to work. So you really have two sides fighting each other, not really getting what they want to get. And it will
I'll start
continue.
with the series, micro and macro. That last play. So it was a kind of a rough weekend for your boy. Had a marquee hoops tournament in Massachusetts, and we went 1-2. But we don't lose, we learn.
That's not bad.
Okay?
That's not bad.
We were 1-2.
Won a game.
And the first 2, we definitely had opportunity to win. Won the second one. Third one, we didn't want it bad enough, quite simply. That's what I lost sleep about last night. And one of the things I keep preaching to the kids is trust, even when things aren't going well. And I can't wait till practice this evening to ask them, did everybody see the last play in Celtics Nets? Because first, they give themselves an opportunity by doubling Kyrie, who dribbled way too much, left Kevin Durant out to dry, having to take a tough shot over Tatum, who defended Durant beautifully all night. So they get the stop they needed. Ime Udoka doesn't call timeout. Doesn't let the Nets set their defense. Brilliant tactical decision there to not call timeout. They come down, again, trusting his players. So now here's Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown attacks, doesn't force the issue, kicks it over to Marcus Smart. I know everybody's seen it, but there's a point to me going frame by frame. I know everybody's seen the play. kicks it over to Marcus Smart, and what a smart basketball play, pun intended. To sit there and decide I'm a pump fake and hit again. Jason Tatum cutting to the basket, taking advantage of Kevin Durant ball watching.
They made eye contact.
It was such a thing of beauty. It was beautiful basketball at both ends. It was just beautiful team basketball at both ends, and it was a teachable moment and a teaching tool for coaches everywhere about being unselfish when the game is on the line, but still experiencing the joy of victory as a team. It's beautiful. Either Jaylen Brown or Marcus Smart could have decided, I'm going to be the hero and take the last shot. But the ball ends up in the best player's hands, and he gets a spinning layup. Everybody goes home happy. I'm happy with yours truly's very much what was a cop-out of a prediction. Because this is going to be a fun series, and please let us get 7 games of this is another way of saying I can't call it, which is what I said last week. Because remember what I told you? I said, here's what I can't see happen. I can't see Brooklyn winning a short series. I cannot see Brooklyn winning in 4 or 5 games. I could see either team winning in 6 or 7. And I could see the Celtics winning a quick series, albeit a competitive series.
But you covered everything there.
After that,
pretty much.
Well, but I'm saying, but after that one game, do you know which way this series is going? All we can hope for is that it's going the distance.
I'm sticking.
No, I mean you may have made a prediction. Okay, you may have made a prediction, but there is absolutely nothing about that game that you look at and you say, "Oh, they're the better team," or they're in control of this series.
Oh yeah,
they wanted a buzzer beater. And they almost blew up. They were up by 15 and blew that 15-point lead.
But the series.
What about that game tells you that?
I'll take it. I'll take it back if I have to. But the series is not going to play out like this. It's not going to every game. It's not going to come down to it. The last second. I think.
Remind me your prediction.
Celtics.
Well, that's a long series.
Well, I mean, sure.
It doesn't be 7 to be long. Yeah.
Yeah. I think the only reason I give it in 6, you take away one of those players. I'm giving each great player a game. I'm giving Kyrie 1. He almost had it yesterday. I'm giving Kyrie a game. I'm giving KD a game. But Brooklyn is not Dan Shaughnessy, your former colleague at the Boston Globe, wrote one of the funniest lines I've read in the last month. He wrote on Saturday, he said, we know the Nets could win a championship this year. Okay, come on. I don't know if the Celtics are going to win a championship. I know Brooklyn's not. They're not a championship team. Celtics are better. So I expect the Celtics to win it in 6. It's going to be an entertaining series. I'll be shocked.
Celtics are better. The matter of factness in which you said that, they were 1 point better yesterday. 1 point
it's a series.
At 0.3 seconds.
It's a series. Great. It's a series. Look, I told you, Mike, I'll take it back if I have to. There's no question. Brooklyn has an unbelievable all-time great player in Kevin Durant. They got a top 20 player in Kyrie Irving.
They got 2 all-time. I think Kyrie Irving's all-time great,
too.
No,
he's not that. I don't see him that way.
Kyrie Irving's not all-time great? Okay. All right. No. Agree to disagree.
He didn't make the 75. He didn't make the top 75, did he?
Well, there's a lot of people on that list that a lot of people are like, who? But go ahead.
Has he ever, well, they don't know their history. Has he ever been a first-team All-NBA player? I don't think so. So
is that the only measure of an all-time great player?
No, I'm just saying, okay, he's a terrific talent, but let's not go, I don't want to go too far and say, I've never seen a player better than Kyrie Irving. I have.
Oh, wait, there's a middle ground? Wait,
okay.
Wait a minute. So, I didn't say that either.
I said he's a...
You could be all-time great and not be the best player we've ever seen. Wait a minute.
I called him a top 20 player in the NBA. That's high praise. Top 20? In the league?
But you started by saying they have one all-time great player. I'm like, no, I think Kyrie's an all-time great player.
I would say transcendent, like out of your just special, unique, all that.
Generational.
So I think KD, KD is on another level than Kyrie, in my opinion. So
no, I would agree with that. Yeah, okay.
But their team, I don't think they are a great basketball team. I think they got a lot of flaws that those guys will hide for them. I think they're flat out, they are a bad defensive team. They're just bad. Not below average. They're bad. And they didn't play bad yesterday, but they are. Over the course of a series, you'll see it. I just expect this. I expect the Celtics to win the series. I'll be shocked.
The Celtics are a great defensive team and didn't look it until they needed to at the end of the game. Which that's all that matters, right? They got the stop that they needed to get the bucket that they needed. Yeah, did the Celtics have a better season this year? Yes. Which is another way of saying, are the Celtics the better team based on their body of work this season? Yes. Yeah. But are they the better team in this series? I feel like that remains to be seen, and I'm okay being neutral about that because it's about a matchup. It's not about you being the second seed in the Eastern Conference. It's not about you being the seventh seed in the Eastern Conference for a variety of reasons, be they injuries or vaccination status or poor roster construction, to your point about their defensive deficiencies. In this series, you can't sit up here and tell, okay, well, look, you can do what you want to do because you're a grown-ass man.
Right.
I will not receive somebody sitting up here telling me that if one team is clearly better, when that team won at the buzzer.
Well, okay, if it's like your tournament you played in Massachusetts, or if it's the NCAA tournament where you're one and done, that is valid. In a NBA series, no. If the Celtics have won by 15, are they 15 points better than Brooklyn? No. If Brooklyn won that game, are they better than the Celtics? No. Over the course of the series, the better team will be revealed, and I'm confident in saying
if Brooklyn had won that game yesterday, you would still feel like the Celtics. You'd come in here and be like, the Celtics are still a better team. And over the course of the
okay, I think no question.
Nothing you saw yesterday. Nothing you saw yesterday should change your mind. If you had Celtics in 6, you're in good shape. Nothing should change your mind. I just felt like this is just the way you were like, oh, the Celtics are better. I'm like, well, really?
They are.
Are they?
They are. This is what I think. This is what I think about Brooklyn.
Not like head and shoulders better, or like
just marginally better team. I think this. If Kyrie had been vaccinated all season long, I know it's a big if. If Kyrie's vaccinated all season long, they still make the James Harden trade. So they got the same personnel, but they had Kyrie. No Ben Simmons, but they got Kyrie and KD the entire season. I think Brooklyn wouldn't have been in the play-in. Brooklyn would be where Toronto is right now. I think they're about the 5th best team in the East. Yeah, I think they're like 5 or 6. That's what I think they are. And they wind up with the 7 seed, but I think they're like 5th.
All right.
Yeah, I'm saying.
All right, based on
I think standings aside, I like Milwaukee more than I like Brooklyn. I like Boston more than I like Brooklyn. I like Philadelphia more than I like Brooklyn. I like Miami. I think Miami is a better team than Brooklyn. There it is. That's just, I think what happens, and this, I'm not surprised that you feel this way, because you did the same thing last year in the same situation. Phoenix and the Lakers. You mean it? Same 2-7. You mean to tell me a team with LeBron James and Anthony Davis not going to get out of the first round? You got 2 of the top 5 players in basketball, blah, 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 blah.
That's not what I said.
Yeah. Yes, you.
That's not what I'm saying about. That's not what. That's not what I'm saying about this series.
That's exactly.
No, that's not what I'm saying about. That's not what I'm saying about this series. I reject the premise. First of all, that team was up 2-1. I hate to sound like Anthony Davis, but that team was up 2-1 for the record.
And then what happened?
Secondly,
it was a series.
I'm not saying.
Then what happened?
I'm not saying. I'm not reducing the fact that Anthony Davis got hurt in that series.
I don't care. I don't care. They lost 4-2.
I know you don't care. No, I know you don't care because all you care about is
because all I care about is results.
I got it. Yeah, exactly. You turned out to be right. Doesn't matter how you got there. It does. I know you don't care about Kevin Durant's shoe size.
No, it doesn't.
I know you don't care about Kevin Durant's shoe size. What matters is that the Bucks beat the Nets. I know. I get it. I'm not arguing with the result. I know what happened. This is not revisionist history. What I'm saying regarding this series, I'm in no way suggesting that just because the Nets are rolling out Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving, that they're somehow better than the Celtics or they should win this series. This is a very small and nuanced nit that I am picking. I'm only taking exception with you just so casually and cavalierly saying, oh yeah, Boston's better. Okay, they were this close from being down 0-1, which I guess that goes back to shoe size. Before we go to break.
Sure. So what?
It only counts in horseshoes. It only counts
sometimes
in horseshoes.
the worst. Yeah, sometimes the worst team wins a game.
Horseshoes and hand grenades, right?
Then they lose.
Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving. I ain't even get to him yet, and I'll try to make this.
Yeah,
clear.
we got to talk about him. Let's talk about him. Go ahead.
Well, we got company standing by, so I don't want to go too long. I would just say, like, they're human too. And I think I'm pretty consistent on this. I don't know that I have ever taken exception with a player giving it back to fans. Hell, maybe we wouldn't have fans gluing and chaining themselves to shit if more people, if more players took it upon themselves to police these fans. They feel like they're part of the game. And if you want to be part of the game, you can get this work too. So I'm sorry, if fans are going to be unruly and be profane and hurl insults at players, why can't they talk back? Again, I quote Michael Fassbender's Steve Jobs. Whoever said the customer was always right, I promise you was a customer.
Right.
The customer is not always right. Just because you pay for that ticket don't mean you get to call me out my name.
Right.
So if you get flipped off, we all adults here, clearly. You want to be a part of the action? Cool, you can get this action. Meanwhile, I'm giving your team these 39.
No, I agree with that.
Albeit in defeat. So that the fine, keep your fine. It's money well spent as far as I'm concerned. Because principalities involved here, Smokey. It's about the principle of the thing. Okay?
Yeah.
So it's money well spent as far as I'm concerned.
Look, I agree. I agree with that. I agree that, like, as he said, I look at them. Are you about it? Most of the time, they're not about it. So that's one. But here's, I'm going to take it beyond Kyrie. He shouldn't have to be in this position. Now, the Celtics did a great job last year when somebody threw a water bottle at Kyrie after he decided to stomp on their logo. He stomped on Lucky the Leprechaun. He stomped on the logo after Game 4 in the playoffs last year. Somebody threw a water bottle at him as he was walking through the tunnel. Celtics had the video. They banned the guy from TD Garden for life.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. At some point, it's not just about Kyrie, it's about people around him. I ain't trying to hear that. I'm at a basketball game. I'm just trying to enjoy the game.
What about the kids?
I ain't trying to hear you call him a
What about the kids?
And a that.
You know?
Hey, forget about the kids. How about me? How about me?
Exactly.
I ain't come to hear you.
No,
you Andrew Dice Clay? Okay, I ain't trying to hear you.
Didn't I say we need to have some hard pipe-hitting people to come and go to work on the homies with some pliers and a blowtorch? We need them in the stands policing themselves. I advocated for that last year when they all decided to get handsy and touching Trae Young and whatnot. You know, I do not have any sympathy for fans who get it from players. I encourage more players.
Come by and be like,
flip them off, cuss them out, whatever you need to do.
Hey, thanks for watching Brother from Another on YouTube. Make sure you hit subscribe before you leave, and be sure to watch us 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Time on Peacock. Appreciate you.